Okay, I see you.
I don't see you. I see nothing but this cheeseburger.
Hello, welcome back to Julia Tries Everything in our final season. And we could not leave our final season without trying Jollibee. Just opened in Times Square. I would be remiss if I didn't get to go to Times Square at least one more time before we end this series. So we're going to Jollibee. This is Jollibee, and we are going to be trying his fried chicken today, his burgers, his salads, his sides, his pies, a little bit of everything. We have to say thank you, Jollibee. Look how happy he is. He's so excited. Ready? Jollibee is actually more of a fast food restaurant than a sit-down chain restaurant that we're used to. So here we are with our trays. When you're at Jollibee, if you don't get a Chicken Joy bucket, you didn't really come. It's like part of the experience. The other part of the experience is that you always get this much gravy, a lot of gravy in here for your bucket. So it is a requirement also to dip some of your chicken in the gravy. The dunk I did on this is ridiculous. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Okay.
Wait.
Slow-mo.
Yeah.
I absolutely love fried chicken. I love the crispiness of the skin. I love the softness, moistness, juiciness, kind of softness of the chicken. This takes it to a different level. I've never had fried chicken just as like buttery, fried, where the skin just falls off and you can eat it on its own like a little potato chip. The gravy is just a salt bomb. Does the chicken need it? No. But do I require it for my own eating? Yes. This is a necessity for me at this point. Oh my God. It's just juicy. Do you see how slick the chicken is? This is the best fried chicken I've ever had. No doubt about it. This is delicious. Holy I can't stop eating it. I don't want to put it down.
Yeah, this can be like the discard. Goodbye. Honey. Have it, Julia.
You know it's a good review when I'm speechless. This is the spicy chicken joy. Same thing as our regular, just with spicy seasonings added to it. So here's the spicy. Has more of that orangish, like, it honestly looks more like a KFC type fried chicken, where this one looks a little bit more nude. Let's see how spicy this is. Maybe the gravy kind of, here, let me do just a skim. I think the gravy's seeping out of my mouth. I don't know if I'm tasting much of a spice. So it is a different color, and there's slight spice, like pepper flakes in here. They're very hard to see. I wouldn't say spicy. I would say spiced. I think the regular is perfect the way it is. I don't need the spicy in my life. The regular has been supportive of me and has been there for me through it all. We have the 3-piece chicken tenders. So you get 5 different sauce options. So what we got is pineapple barbecue dip, creamy sriracha dip, honey mustard, and ranch. Let's do the pineapple barbecue dip with our chicken tender. Woo! Very vinegary. Ooh. Oh, gorgeous. You know what's funny? I did not smell pineapple at all, but you taste it. It tastes like almost like a jam or a jelly. Like, I don't see how that even, look how viscous it is. It's very jam-like. I want to take this pineapple barbecue sauce and I want to do 2 things with it. One, I want to put it on a block of cream cheese. You know how you do like pepper jelly on a cream cheese block? This is made for that. I also really want to put it in a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
What?
It's here. It really reminds me of a slightly tangier, like, it's like a peanut, like if you made a peanut butter and jelly with this, I bet it would taste fancy.
This is confusing.
It's way more fruity than barbecue. I really like that. That's just a little bit different than what you would expect at any other fast food chain restaurant. Chicken tenders, let's be honest here. Do not go for these. Get the fried chicken bucket.
Should we confess?
What are we gonna confess about?
I mean, we've been eating these biscuits.
We've been eating the fries.
We've been eating the fries, we've been eating the biscuits.
That is the most honest review though. If I'm actually sitting here and trying to eat it instead of doing my actual job,
We'll just tell you what it is. That means I really, really enjoy it. These are exactly like McDonald's fries. I would say the main difference between these and McDonald's fries would be that maybe these are a little less fried. It's just perfect. Okay, should we talk about the biscuit that I destroyed? Let's hide it. Let's act like I didn't do that. There we go. It never happened. It never happened. Shh. These biscuits are the most fragile biscuits I've ever had to touch. They are so soft, so buttery. They're almost slightly moist on the inside. Like it's like if you put a little bit of butter on it first. It smells like a butter candle. Okay, I dip in the gravy. I've literally already done this. I would have my Thanksgiving here. It. Stop making really glamorous Thanksgiving dinners. Just come here. Okay, we have the deluxe chicken sandwiches. We have a regular deluxe, and then we have the spicy chicken deluxe. Ready? Let's do the regular one first. What sauce is on here? Ooh. It's probably some sort of special mayo. Tangy. Looks like, I bet it's like a fruity mayo. It almost looks like butter, not gonna lie. We'll try. She is gorgeous. Stunning. Wow. We must admire the shininess of this bread here. Look how gorgeous. Catching the light, not even trying. What's its filter? We'll never know. I just want to go back to the original bucket because that chicken is the moistest I've ever had. While this is a very, very crunchy chicken. It's not as moist on the inside, but it's extra crunchy. So if you're someone who prefers a really, really intense crunch when you're biting into your sandwich, you should definitely go for the sandwich versus, you know, the whole shebang. I want to try the spicy one. Oh! Wow. Those are jalapenos. And that is creamy sriracha on the bottom. I need to make sure I get a jalapeno in my bite. Okay, ready? This is, whoa, it's coming in waves. This is a super fresh spiciness. They kept the seeds in the jalapeno slice. So it's extra, like, keeping me awake, fresh. I would say it's like an electric spiciness. The jalapeno is just hitting me in the right way. It's all on the tip of your tongue. I've had like the Popeyes spicy chicken, the Chick-fil-A one. I'm trying to think of whatever other places that do spicy. And they typically just make the breading a little bit spicy, but they never really do much of a sauce, let alone putting jalapeno on it. Like, I'm getting a little glistening from it. Adding the jalapeno just adds that extra touch that I really, really needed. I think it's really obvious what my favorite is. The Chicken Joy bucket is my favorite thing ever. The biscuits that come with it, I would, if I could, find a way to bring these like fresh home to my parents' house for Thanksgiving and pretend that I made them. Like, that's what I would do with these. We have to go to the next round, don't we?
We have 2 more.
I'm so in love.
Yep.
After eating a bucket of fried fat, we decided a salad could be nice. But we're not going to talk about the salad first. We're going to talk about these cheeseburgers. These glorious cheeseburgers, which are actually Yum Burgers, are the first item at Jollibee. I know we talked about the fried chicken, we showed that first, and a lot of people know them for their huge fried chicken buckets, which are delicious. But the burgers is what set them really on the map. And fun fact time. I have my fun facts ready. It's like paragraphs long, but I'm gonna try to make it shorter. Tony Tan Kak Chung lived in the Philippines. He opened an ice cream parlor through like different franchising. So it's like if you opened a McDonald's in your hometown, right? He did that for ice cream. Sales were okay. He then realized that people were lining up way more for savory foods around the area. So he started his own little bit of like concoctions of burgers, spaghetti. What else was there? That's next round. Don't worry. There's spaghetti in the next round. So by 1978 in the Philippines, he was like, this ice cream place. He didn't actually say that, but that's what I imagined in his head. He was like, bye ice cream place. I'm gonna start my own thing. And he opened with the Yum Burger, which we are now going to try.
Oh, order in for another? Oh, okay. Okay. I see you. I see you.
I don't see you. I see nothing but this cheeseburger. This cheeseburger is what you crave at 2 a.m. when you just want a hamburger, cheeseburger that just kind of melts and is one big old thing, like a little brick, and you just want to shove it down your throat. The patties on this are incredibly thin. Like for a double cheeseburger, it's really the size of maybe one patty. But what's better about this one is that you get cheese in between the layers. So you're getting like double the cheese. There is something intoxicating about burger meat, cheese, and this bread. I really want it as a candle, but I think it would just make me hungry and I'd eat the candle. So I'm excited for this deluxe burger. Oh God, look, oh, it's slippery. Do you see all that cheese on there?
Oh my god.
Oh baby. The best burgers have just that American cheese that's basically, you know, like melted plastic. There's really not too much of a difference between these two burgers. This one has lettuce, so if you want a little bit more of a healthier crunch, a little bit of a green, you know, a little whiff of green across the screen, maybe have this one. If you want just an onion and pickle, so you want to be a little bit more acidic, a little bit more vinegary, go for the onion and pickle. Can't go wrong with either. We need to have a drink. They don't serve alcohol here yet. Maybe they'll do a cantina, who's to say. We have the pineapple quencher. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I have no idea what's in it. Oh, it's like, you know how you have like lemonade? It's like pineapple-ade. It's like super, super sweet. I think though, so if you were having your Chicken Joy, your big old bucket, and then you needed something to get that saltiness to go away, you need something equally as sweet as the saltiness. So this is probably balancing it perfectly. On a very hot day, this would probably be incredible. Shall we go to our health and wealth of the world? We have a crispy chicken salad, and then we added a really gorgeous sesame sauce to it. It has like a rice vinegary sesame saltiness. I think that the main thing I'm smelling here is salt.
Go ahead, do what you do.
You want to see how I really do it? This is the classier way of me doing it. Actually, I wonder if there's enough space for me to really do it the way I want to do it.
Are you dizzy?
Got a little lightheaded doing that. That chicken looks juicy. It looks gorgeous. The sesame sauce on here has a little bit of almost like, I want to say like a peanut buttery flavor to it, but also has just the right amount of vinegariness to it. It's kind of like a candied sesame sauce. And then the chicken is extremely juicy. I mean, this is just an excuse to eat a lot of chicken and add some greenery to it. It's like a grown-up Jollibee. Speaking of grown-up Jollibee, should we have the mandarin? She is stunning. Look at our little mandarins. We have cucumbers, we have craisins, we have tomatoes, we have chicken, we got lettuce. I'm not gonna do my violent mixing on this one. I'm going to practice restraint. That's an ideal bite. It's also a very big bite. If there's one thing that Jollibee has, it is range. The mandarin with the cranberries, it's giving me this like fruitiness, and the way that the mandarin kind of pops in your mouth and you get that extra little bit of like mandarin juice, dare I say, with the sesame. It's really like a breath of fresh air. You can get these two salads $7.99 and $9.99. If you're looking to save a few bucks, you can get the side salad for $4.99, which it doesn't have any chicken on it, but you know, if you're just trying to like add something to your burger to feel a little bit, get your veggies in for the day, you can go ahead and do this. We added honey mustard to ours. I'll do a little bit of cucumber for you. Their honey mustard tastes like candy. It's absolutely incredible. Oh, right, favorites. Deluxe Yum Burger has my heart forever and always.
Last round.
Let's have some spaghetti and pie. I wanted to end on the peach mango pie for the final round, but it is so piping hot and crispy that we have to start with it. As soon as we broke it apart, I was like, oh, yeah, mama. Look at that. The peach mango pie came on the menu in 1995, which is right around, I believe, I'll fact check myself later, when McDonald's started doing their hand pies as well. The one thing that makes Jollibee's a little bit different, besides the flavors, is that they still fry theirs. McDonald's doesn't fry theirs anymore, so this is gonna be the real deal. Here we go. It's much more peach than mango, or at least the peach is overpowering the mango a decent amount. It's very sugary, it has a little bit of a vanilla in there, but the crust is absolutely what takes the cake, or takes the pie, I should say. The crust on this is annoyingly crispy. It almost reminds me of like wonton, was it wonton crackers? The way that's just extra bubbly and crispy on here. The filling is a little bit canned, peachy vibes for me. It doesn't taste like a super fresh summer peach necessarily, but also you're at a fast food restaurant. I don't know if like you're expecting to have like a fresh, like a peach tree in Times Square that they're picking them from and putting them in here. We should just say it for camera that we got here at 9 a.m. on the dot, and there were already people ordering chicken in the morning. It is now about like almost lunchtime. It's not even really lunchtime yet. It's not even noon, and this place is packed. People love their Jollibee at all times of the day. We have to talk about maybe one of the most important menu items that they have, slightly controversial for us Americans when it comes to the flavor profile of this, the Jolly Spaghetti. But what about it feels so controversial? This is not actually spaghetti sauce.
What?
This, what do you think it is? This
Is that ketchup? Don't tell me it's ketchup.
This is banana ketchup.
Stop it.
And
What? Ma'am.
it's actually not ketchup at all. Tomatoes are not a thing that really grow in the Philippines enough for them to really be able to like mass make this. So instead they use bananas. And let me make sure I have this right. It's bananas, vinegar, and sugar, and then they just dye it red. So it's a ragu of sorts, but banana based. So it's way, way sweeter than any other red sauce you've ever had in your life. Another thing that makes this very different is that, you know, you're used to a red sauce, right? You have your little bits of cheese here. Well, there's a little bit of hot dog in here and some ham. We just got the whole thing going on. It smells meat-based. It doesn't smell like there's, if I didn't just tell you that there was some banana going on there, you would have no idea. I feel like this must be a little kid's dream, though. These noodles are very thick. Very thick. Okay.
Yep.
Confusion. I'm like trying to grasp if I taste the banana or not, and I'm really thinking hard on it. I'm like, is that the banana flavor? Is that it? I might have, you know how banana can leave a little bit of a film in your mouth afterward? I'm getting a little bit of that maybe. It tastes just like a really, really sweet red sauce. I'm intrigued by this. I'm very intrigued. It's a dessert spaghetti in some ways.
Let it be known that I did not ask for this.
Ready?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't. It's Lunchable spaghetti.
Lunchables, that's a good thing. Yeah. Spaghetti-o Lunchable. It's very nostalgic, but nothing from my childhood. I never had this in my childhood to say that it's nostalgic, but I am feeling nostalgic while eating it. I probably could sit here and do a full dissertation on this. We were told that some people come here for breakfast for this, and that makes perfect sense to me. But wait, there's more. These are different side options that you can get. They're all the same price, so letting you know which one's the best one to try. The adobo rice is a staple here. People love it, and there's actually little bits of pork in here that you can see. Delicious. These two things are not staples and are being just tested out in the New York area. So we have their mac and cheese, and we have their mashed potatoes and gravy. Mac and cheese. This is fascinating that they haven't had this before on their menus. You can already tell it's like really, really thick, saucy noodles. Like they look like they're gonna have a really good bite to them. These are super bouncy. I wanted to say noodly noodles. Like they have a really good, like what is it, like a QQ? Like
Squish.
It has a really, yeah, it's really squishy. It reminds me of a little bit like more of a Velveeta than a Kraft. Oh, I wish we had a side of gravy. I would add the gravy in here. We have mashed potatoes. Oh, there's the gravy. See, you really can have Thanksgiving here. I'm telling you. If I closed my eyes and you served this to me, you could tell me that your grandma made it. That's the review. The adobo rice has vinegar, garlic, bay leaves, and soy sauce. And again, the little pork butt bits in here. I almost said pork butts. Pork bits. Alrighty. Oh. Rice should never have to, what? How is rice this good? The seasoning is everything. Wow, incredible. I don't think I've enjoyed fast food rice ever. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh God, the seasoning went up my nose. No, we're fine. We're fine. This is complex. It has layers. It's got flavors going on. It's like the mysterious, like, what is it? Who's a mysterious person? Editor, can you put in someone that you think is mysterious here? And we're gonna say that whoever that person is really similar to this rice. This round is probably our most, what do we say, eclectic round we've ever had. We have spaghetti, we have pie, we have rice. We don't know what the hell's going on here. It's weird to do favorites for this round because it's all over the place. I'm gonna say you must get the rice. If you're in the New York area and you're able to test out that mac and cheese, I think it's worthwhile, especially if you can get the gravy from your chicken, pour it over it. I'm having a hard time because both of these things you need to order to have the full experience of coming here. So I don't want to tell you to get one and not get the other. You really have to get the spaghetti to try out with your friends. And the peach mango pie, the crust on it, you need to experience that crunchy crust so that you can just like dream about it and just think about it often. I've really enjoyed myself today. We actually got to try the whole entire menu, which is so much fun. I wanted to talk about the anthropomorphic bee. The designer that created Juicy J the bee was inspired, one, by Mickey Mouse, hence the white gloves, and two,
Sorry, what?
we were just shooting and a man just straight up took the peach mango pie off my tray and walked out with it. And went, and took it and bit it and went. I love Times Square so much. Before we leave this episode and before you jump off to the next video, it's very important that I tell this very, very, very fun fact about this bee. Okay? This anthropomorphic, I can't pronounce, anthropomorphic bee named Juicy J. The designer was inspired by Mickey Mouse, hence the white gloves, and also inspired by his daughter's comic books. So it's got a little bit of mix of both, and actually the name Jollibee originally only had one L and one E, so Jolibe. And then they added the extra L and the E so that it sounded more like Jollibee, and then you have a bee that literally is jolly. I don't know why that was so important for me to tell, but it felt very important. Also, the fact that the bee's nickname is lovingly Juicy J, and like,
I'm like, I get it.
he has a lot of dance moves. When he has his pineapple quencher, he's adding a little something, something to it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. We only have a few episodes left. Maybe, I'm actually not gonna tell you how many we have left. I need to be mysterious, like whatever mysterious celebrity our editor chose. I'm very mysterious. You can't know how many are left. Let me know where you want me to go next. We have a very limited amount of days left to shoot, so get those lists in really quick. I will see you guys soon. I have to leave Times Square. I can only spend so much time here. I'm gonna go find that man who ate my pie. Bye.